Greetings, I am Sean Redman, aka the cheesily named Darth Shawn, and we are approaching Rebels Season 2, just October 14th, just 8 days away from the premiere of the new season of Rebels, and it's very, very exciting. Well, I guess technically not the new season, because they had the little movie beforehand, the Siege of Lothal, that's technically a part of Season 2, even though there's been almost 6 months in between the seasons. I don't like how they broke into the seasons, but whatever. But I'll call it the Season 2 premiere. But we're getting to Season 2. And, well, I will have a full Season 1 review up on, I believe, Fridays, when I'll probably have that up, of Rebels. I thought I'd talk about the little bit of the footage that we've been seeing on Season 2 coming out, especially how it deals with the new Inquisitors. Star Wars, on their main page, released a feature behind the scenes of the Seventh Sister, who is the female Inquisitor we're going to see, as well as releasing a 30-second little TV spot for Rebels Season 2 that showed us Fifth Brother, who is the male Inquisitor of this season. We didn't get a whole lot on Fifth Brother, but we got a whole bunch on the Seventh Sister, who is played by Sarah Michelle Gellar. Most of this video is going to be about Seventh Sister, so I'm going to quickly kind of go over Fifth Brother. I don't have a whole lot of theories yet on who he is and what he may be and going forward, but more than anything, he just kind of looks like a continuation of the Inquisitor in the previous season. A guy who has who has Force sensitivity, but is not a Jedi or a Sith, but is trying to track down the Jedi, can use a lightsaber. He looks bigger and maybe a little stronger, so there is an element of maybe he's a little more physically imposing, kind of like in the Clone Wars, Savage Opress was more physically imposing. So there'll be some very interesting things that can be done with him, but as a whole, not a lot's known. We've just barely heard his voice, we've barely seen a little bit of it, so as a whole, Fifth Brother is mostly a mystery, which will be cool to figure out. As I said, I'm about to really talk about Seventh Sister, who I am incredibly excited for. When they announced it and they showed the first picture of them a while back, you're like, wow. There's a lot of rumors that came around, a lot of different things. Could she possibly be Mara Jade from the expanded universe, who would become future Luke Skywalker's wife? Maybe, if Luke has kids. There's rumors that maybe Rey is Luke's kid. That's a possibility. I don't think she's going to end up being a Mara Jade character. Doesn't mean Mara Jade type character won't show up in Rebels or in the series going forward. I just don't think Seventh Sister is the Mara Jade character. Now, the rumor that I buy into more is, because of the way she looks, she reminds me very much of Barriss Offee from the Clone Wars. For those of you who don't know, Barriss Offee is a former Jedi Padawan in Star Wars The Clone Wars, who helped Ahsoka and then later turned on Ahsoka and framed her and almost got her executed. Barriss was then expelled from the Jedi Order and arrested. Very interestingly, part of my theory on this is because in the Clone Wars episodes, Tarkin is the one who was in charge of trying to put away Ahsoka. We've seen Tarkin in Rebels, and Tarkin is a part of trying to quell this rebellion, and it would make a little bit of sense if he had Barriss as a part of the side, as well as Vader, who is the one, as Anakin Skywalker, turned in Barriss in the Clone Wars. It would make a whole lot of sense if, when he became Vader, that, as they created this Inquisitor force, these people to hunt down the Jedi who are Force sensitive but are not Sith or Jedi, it would make a whole lot of sense that he would have Barriss and would make her one of them, because she probably was in prison and she probably wanted out. As a whole, it's an interesting rumor, and it's one that I actually fully believe in. I do think Seventh Sister is going to turn out to be Barriss Offee. I know there are things that are against it. The dots on Barriss are different than the dots on Seventh Sister a little bit, but they are close enough that you could almost say that maybe time, we don't know what the Force, especially the dark side, can change your physical appearance a little bit. So I think that can be figured out, and that's not enough to completely quell the thought process. And I think as a whole, the idea behind Barriss chasing down Ahsoka would be just really, really smart to do, because that's such a great story, and it would bring resolution. We're pretty sure that we're going to get resolution to all of Ahsoka's story, most likely in her death. We'll see if that's what it does go to in the end, resolution. But you want to kind of resolve the couple remaining things for Ahsoka, and one of those is the relationship with Barriss. So that's kind of where I'm coming on this and why I think that Barriss is the character of Seventh Sister. So what do you guys think? Do you agree with me that thinking Seventh Sister is Barriss Offee? Do you think that maybe she is actually maybe the Mara Jade character? Or do you have another theory altogether? Let me know in the comments below. Go ahead, continue to like, subscribe, and watch these videos, and I thank you so much. And as always, I am Shawn Redman, aka the cheesily named Darth Shawn, and may the Force be with you. Always.